Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello everyone and welcome to This is Football. Welcome to another stream, ladies and gentlemen. Our daily transfer news show is back again on yet another day to talk about the latest transfer information, the latest transfer news, everything that we have heard all over, Twitter and the journalists and the ITKs and everything. We're going to be discussing every single thing that is happening today in the world of football. Today's topics: Chelsea, United, and Liverpool. Happy, first of all, from a Chelsea perspective, you get me. Enzo Maresca's announcement will be made today. So big up to that guy. We're going to be talking about him. Bruno Fernandes. There's a lot surrounding Bruno Fernandes. Apparently, he was going to be moved to Bayern Munich, and now Nassr is trying to get him, with a crazy bid of 120 something million, which is, fair enough if you want to go there. And Casemiro, the exit is pending from Manchester United. People are looking at Casemiro. Are Man United going to move on from Casemiro? Are they going to, get rid of the old players, of the old guard, if you would like? And we are going to be talking about Erik ten Hag, because according to Sky Sports, they are going to be making the decision whether to keep or get rid of Erik ten Hag. And finally, last but not least, more links with Liverpool and Summerville. I'm going to talk about it for all the people, who know me. I've spoken to one of the guys, who are close to the club. And there's only one player that Liverpool are currently interested in, and I will let you guys know when we get to the Liverpool section. So, chat, 100 people are in here already. Make sure you guys are slapping the like button. Make sure you guys are subscribing to This is Football if you're ready to do so. Guys, let's get to 100 likes ASAP. You guys know how it goes. Whether you're watching this right now or on the replay, hit the like button. Hit the like button right now. Every single one of you, hit the like button. Subscribe to This is Football if you're ready to do so. This is you watching us. I want you to hit this X button, hit this like button right here. See, 33 likes, 100 people watching. The math is not mathing. So let's get the likes up immediately. So, chat, as per usual on This is Football, what's the first question I ask you on any daily transfer news stream? What do you want us to start with? Do you want us to start with Chelsea? Do you want to start with Man United? Do you want to start with Liverpool? I want one-word answers in the chat and one-word answers in the chat only. Don't write me your life story. Don't write me anything like this. Just write me one-word answer. We can start with Liverpool. We can start with Chelsea. We can start with Manchester United. Whatever you guys want. Ed is asking, what about Thuram from Nice? Ed, I promise you, when when we get to the Liverpool section, I'm gonna tell you exactly who Liverpool are looking at. So, that's what I'll say. So you're gonna get to know factually who we're interested in. So yeah, big up to you, Ed. Trust me, Ed. You know that I know what I'm talking about. You know this. Ask all the people in the chat who watched me last summer. They'll tell you the people who watched This Football knew about stuff before it happened. Big up to you, Edinho. Big up. Thanks so much for the super chat, my guy, Ed. So, who do you guys want to talk about? I see a lot of Man Uniteds in the chat. I can't even lie. We could start about Man United because there is a lot of information when it comes to Manchester United. They're actually being hella active, when it comes to this whole conversation. And you know what? Let's start with Man United. F it. Let's just start with Man United. Oh, you were there, Ed. Fair enough. I thought you joined us this season. Hey, you're gonna find out later on today. Who we're linked with. So, yeah. Big up to my guy, John James. Make sure you guys are listening to him, liking the video, and subscribing. So let's just start with the Man United topic, since I see so many people talking about Manchester United. And I do really want to start with Erik ten Hag, because I feel like this is where, everything is surrounding Manchester United is related to Erik ten Hag. And is Erik ten Hag going to stay? And is Erik ten Hag going to leave? And all this type of stuff. And, Sky Sports have reported it, that this essentially, this week is where we will find out whether Ten Hag stays or Ten Hag leaves. And I'll be honest with you. I'm going to be completely honest. I hear where both sides are coming from. And I'm going to explain my take on Erik ten Hag now. It's not a crazy take or anything like that. You get me? Whoa. Why is the video auto playing? Anyway, let me share the thing quickly. So let me just share up the screen. This is the screen right here. Boom. Breaking news. Erik ten Hag hoping to find out this week if he's going to keep his job as Manchester United manager. This is exactly what Sky Sports are reporting today. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? I'll be honest with you. I hear it. You know, John James has been one of the guys who's always supported the channel, and he's been watching the streams, and he's been, you know, always showing us love. And the reason why he's been listening to me even as a Liverpool fan is because he knows I'm not here to just waffle and do agendas or do any of that type of stuff. I'm here to just be honest about the situation, and I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. Here's the thing with Erik ten Hag. I understand where the Ten Hag inners are coming from. I really do. I genuinely understand where the Ten Hag inners are coming from. Like, I fully, genuinely understand where they're coming from. I'll tell you why. The reason why I get that where they're coming from, and it's not that crazy of an opinion. First of all, I understand both sides. Let's just acknowledge that. We said on the Daily Transfer News show, we're going to be objective. It's not about agendas. It's not about just, you know, laughing at the club or saying any of this. Let's just be completely honest about the situation. I'm going to be completely honest about this United situation 100% right now. 100%, I get where both of the sides are coming from. Has Ten Hag done enough to get sacked? Has Ten Hag warranted getting his job sacked and terminated by Manchester United? The honest answer is yes. Now, I'll tell you why I understand the other side. And this is where we have to kind of be objective. And it's not me sitting on the fence. It's me genuinely being objective about the situation. If you're a Man United fan, you're sat back and you're watching your club being linked to the likes of Southgate and Potter and all these managers. Why on earth would you want Southgate or Potter to be your manager? Can I understand that? Why would you want that? This is the thing. Like, both sides make valid points because not all conversations are black and white. There's a gray area. There's conversations to be had. There's a lot to speak about. Why should you as a Man United fan be so excited about Graham Potter taking over Manchester United? Oh wow, Potter's taking over Man United. Oh wow, Southgate's taking over Man United. They're gonna win everything. No, they're not. No, they're not. Like, with all due respect, Man United ain't even linked to a Hansi Flick. Man United ain't even linked to the best of the best. Like, you know, I'm sure John James, who's a little bit like, he's more pro Ten Hag. Maybe if I told John, you know, you're going to get Simeone Inzaghi, or you're going to actually get one of the good managers in world football, he'd be like, okay, fair enough, get Ten Hag out. But who are you linked with? Are you seeing the names that the Manchester United are linked with? The problem does not get solved. Graham Potter does not solve the Man United problem. Graham Potter does not solve the Man United problem. Gareth Southgate does not solve the Man United problem. What guarantees you that Gareth Southgate comes into Manchester United? And I'll be honest with you guys, yeah? And I want everyone in the chat to answer this. If Gareth Southgate manages Manchester United, what are the chances out of 100? Give me a percentage chance that you see Man United YouTube content creators saying Southgate out within 6 months on YouTube. Think about this. Think about this logically. Like, what are the chances? What are the chances of you logging into your YouTube, you opening up your phone in the morning, and the first thing you see is 5 notifications of Southgate out, Potter out, blah, blah, blah? Why should they trust the future of their football club with the hands of a Graham Potter or a Gareth Southgate or a manager like that? That's the thing that I just don't... This is why I am understanding where the Ten Hag inners are coming from. I understand completely where the Ten Hag inners are coming from. This is the thing. I get it. Bro, I get you. I get you. Because you're seeing names that you're supposed to trust to take over Manchester United, which is in probably right now, let's be honest, their biggest rebuild in their history. This is the biggest rebuild in Manchester United history they will ever have to do today. Today, whichever man takes over, whether it be Pep, Klopp, Ancelotti, whoever takes over Manchester United, this is going to be the biggest rebuild ever. There are so many players that want to leave, so many players with uncertain futures, so many players that don't know what's happening at the football club. How on earth are you supposed to trust Gareth Southgate with that, or Graham Potter with that? Someone mentioned earlier on, you're like, you just mentioned the 2 Vegas names. Yeah, fair enough, I did. But isn't there a chance Isn't there a chance that they do? Let's be objective here. Are you telling me there is zero chance that Gareth Southgate becomes the manager? There isn't zero chance that Gareth Southgate becomes the manager. There isn't. There's a possibility. Also, I want to ask you guys something. Let's be honest, yeah? And this is what makes me think that Southgate is a thing. Like, it's not even an agenda. Look at how I got to the conclusion. Which, let's assume, for the sake of argument, Ineos want to sack Ten Hag, okay? Let's assume for a fact Ineos want to sack Ten Hag and you know, they want to bring in a new manager. Let me ask you guys a genuine question. If they're looking at a manager who's available anyway, why haven't they made the decision already? Let's be objective and logical. I want everyone to follow my train of thought. So who's available right now? Thomas Tuchel is available, Roberto De Zerbi is available, and Graham Potter is available. Even Thomas Frank is available because Brentford's season's done. So those 4 managers are available, okay? Even McKenna's available. That's a 5th manager I can tell you is available right now. You could speak to him. It's not like there's any football going on. You know what makes me think they're really looking at the Southgate guy? If they wanted Ten Hag gone, they would have sacked him already. Guys, it's been a week. It's been a week and a day. It's been 8 days since Manchester United won the FA Cup. This ain't new. This ain't new information. This ain't news for the world to see. It's been 8 days since you won the FA Cup. It's been 8 days now. So the hype has died down. Everyone's spoken about, you know, well done Man United. You won the FA Cup. You beat Man City. All that type of stuff. We're going to talk about Maresca, Chelsean. Stop whining. Don't worry about it. So you won the FA Cup 8 days ago. What's stopping you? What's stopping you from sacking Ten Hag now and getting one of the available managers? What's stopping you? This is the $1 million question here, because we have to ask these questions. On the Daily Transfer News Show, guys, we're not here to do agendas and shit. Al-Ahwa's for agendas, A-listers, which is tonight, is for agendas. We have agenda shows where people have fun and we just say whatever. But here, we're here to be objective. You know what I think? This is what I think. This is what I think. I think that Ineos really have their eyes on Gareth Southgate. I really believe that Ineos have their eyes on Gareth Southgate. I really think that. Because they might be just waiting for the Euros to finish to get Southgate in. I'm going to be honest with you. They might be waiting for him. Now, with Ten Hag, let's just speak about the other side of the coin, if you would like, with Erik Ten Hag. With Ten Hag, I also get why Man United want to keep Erik Ten Hag certain parts of the fan base, because they're saying, bro, where is our stability? David Moyes comes in, gets sacked a year later. Van Gaal comes in, gets sacked 2 years later. Mourinho comes in, gets sacked 2.5 years later. Oli comes in, gets sacked 2 years later. Ranić manages for 6 months. Ten Hag wins 2 trophies in 2 years. Yes, this season he's been absolutely dreadful in the league. Gets sacked again. So they're saying, when does this cycle end? When are they, as Manchester United fans, going to take a step back and actually go like, you know what, this is our gaffer, and we're going to do this, and we're going to do that, and that's it? When is this going to be a thing? But instead, they're sat here in uncertainty because the players that the managers that they've been linked with doesn't make anyone stand up and go dance and do break dances. Like John James isn't supposed to stand up and start hip-hop dancing and jumping around because he's going to get Graham Potter or he's going to get Gareth Southgate or he's going to get any of these guys. The one good thing about Man United is they have fixed their structure. Now, the ultimate question becomes the following. This is the ultimate question about Manchester United. And if you answer this, you can make your mind up on Ten Hag in or Ten Hag out. If we put transfers to the side, if we make Ineos 100% control the transfers, let's assume for the sake of argument, Ineos 110% control the transfers and Ten Hag has no say in transfers whatsoever. Do you think that Ten Hag would succeed at Manchester United? This is the question that I ask everyone in the chat and I want an answer. So let's say Dan Ashworth, Omar Barada, all the people in charge of Manchester United. Let's say all of them start making the transfer decisions. So Ten Hag can't say, I want Mount and I want Anthony, I want all of this. Just from a purely coaching perspective, do you think he could coach good players that he is given? Do you think he could coach them? Because we can see clearly, Ten Hag has absolutely dreadful talent ID. 100%. Tell me yes or no in the chat right now. No life stories, no paragraphs, just yes or no. The guy obviously has really bad talent ID, but as a coach, do you think if he's given a certain level of player, he could coach them? Because we've always said the problem at Manchester United is what? The structure, the culture, the way that they act. And if your answer is no, do you think that a Southgate or a Potter or a Thomas Frank or a De Zerbi could get more out of these players? Because this is who you're linked to. I'm not making this shit up. This is a fact. This is who you're linked with. You know, and you know, big up to, I'm actually going to go back again after the stream. Flawless usually says, yeah, but it's not our job. You know, we have to find a manager that no one knows about. Yeah, but the step up is the biggest concern. Because managing Manchester United, when you have that badge on your chest, you ain't going to sit up here and just, you know, think that it's the same pressure you get at managing Crystal Palace. Like, look at the Glasner example. Do you think Glasner would succeed at Crystal Palace the way he would succeed at Manchester United? The answer is no. Glasner ain't going to walk to Man United and make a massive difference within a year and just continue to play that level. This is the thing. So it's not like you need to go find the manager that manages Hibernian and plays good football. Yeah, but the guy is going to shit himself his first press conference. So that's the thing. Zier Flawless has never been right in his life. Don't even dare go there. Let me go to the super chats before we move on. What do I think about Griezmann to LFC is what my guy Bossy says. First of all, Bossy, thank you so much for the super chat, my brother. Second of all, it is the complete opposite of what Liverpool go for. We will have a Liverpool section. I promise you, we're going to be talking everything Liverpool in a sec. So, yeah, here's the thing. It's against everything. It's against everything we do. It's against everything we do. Financially, apparently, you could get him for like 10 million or something. Fairs. However, is he a Michael Edwards signing? The answer is no. Hussam, I'm a United fan since 1996, but your opinions and commentary are always the most thought through and logical, even when it's about your biggest rival. May you always be unbiased, inshallah. Listen, I appreciate you, Amir. Listen, here's the thing. This is what I've said from when we first done our first daily transfer news show. There are videos where I am going to be shameless. You have Al Ahwa, you have A-listers tonight. There will be an element of shamelessness. But on the daily transfer news shows, we're here to speak the truth. We're here to speak the facts. We're here to speak the reality. I'm not here to just, oh my God, ha ha ha, Ten Hag should be sacked. I'm here to give you the logical breakdown. I understand why people like John in the chat are worried. I get it. Potter and Southgate taking over Man United. Yeah, I would be worried too. I'd be worried too. Hell, if we got Potter after Klopp, I'd be shitting myself. So, of course, I get where he's coming from. And this is a fact. Big up to you, Amir. Thanks so much as well for your love. Andrew says, I'm bored of mid-table or championship players, etc. We're going to talk about this, Andrew. I promise you. Just stick around for the Liverpool section because we are going to be talking about who actually Liverpool really want. I'm going to give you guys the tea because I'm going to spill the tea later on because I actually found out a couple of bits of information. So more Man United news here. Before we do that, guys, big up to Footy Judge Mo for the raid. Big up to everyone as well, guys. There's 431 people in here. We haven't on 200 likes yet. Stop moving fraudulent. Mods, I see you guys pushing the likes. Keep pushing. Guys, hit the likes button. Hit the like button right now. Hit the like button right now. Please hit the like button. Every single one of you right now, hit the like button. Subscribe to This Is Football. Keep getting involved in the chat. Who's better between Palmer and Saka? Definitely Saka. I'm not one of these reactionary fucks, bro. Like, please don't think I'm going to be like reactionary and sit up here. Oh my God, Cole Palmer is so much better than Saka and all this. Or we're not about to do that. Listen, for me, I'm taking, you know, I'm definitely taking Saka over Palmer. Because also Chelsea play in spaces. They don't really defend Palmer like that. But anyway, that's a different topic for a different day. However, I am taking Saka. Anyway, like and subscribe. So more information on Man United. Casemiro. Latest news. Nassr ready to offer 90 to 100 million euros to sign Casemiro this summer. 90 to 100 million euros to get Casemiro this summer. 90 to 100 million euros. And you know, might as well just touch on both players at the same time. This one, we already saw the report yesterday. Bayern Munich are in talks with Bruno's agent. Fernandes will now start preparing for the Euros with Portugal, while his agent could finalize his move away from Man United. First of all, like whoever said this is waffling, because, you know, respectfully, when you're at the Euros, you ain't going to make a move to nowhere. You get me? So this is the thing. This is what the Bayern reports are saying. This is what Fabrizio says. The reality is that Fernandes' agent met with some European top clubs last week. Contacts took place, but the player remains focused on Man United, and his exit is not something decided at this point. It will also depend on Man United's new project, what happens with the manager, what they will present to Bruno in a new meeting. It's a standby moment between Fernandes and Man United, waiting to make the final decision, with a new contract with the player being a possibility in case he decides to stay. Now, you know, part of us being objective is even speaking on players we hate, because everyone who watches this channel knows that I cannot stand Bruno Fernandes. I call him a rat all the time. But at the same time, look, if Bruno Fernandes was crap, then he would be linked to Crystal Palace. If Bruno Fernandes was rubbish, he would be linked to Tottenham Hotspur. You know? If Bruno Fernandes was a shit player, he would be linked to one of these guys. You know? But because Bruno Fernandes is a good player, he's linked to Bayern Munich. You know? And Harry here thinks that I'm going to get done dirty like those Spurs fan with empty Cabernet. I'm not dumb. I'm not even going to read that name. You fraud. Thank you for the super chat though, Harry. You're going to have to be a bit smarter than to try get me with one of them ones. You know, I've never been done dirty by anyone. 3 years on YouTube, no one has ever been able to catch me out, so you can hold that. You really thought I was going to fall for that, Harry? You bozo. You absolute bozo. Anyway, back to Man United. You know, one thing I hate about United fans, that some United fans, I must clarify, some United fans who talk on YouTube. One thing I will say is as follows. They always exaggerate and they always do too much. Like if you would listen to a United fan, speak on YouTube, you would think Bruno Fernandes has zero good qualities and he's crap. I've said that about him myself when it's like agendas and us having fun and us cooking. But the reality is he does have qualities. Now, from purely a tactical perspective, just talking tactics here, how will Harry Kane and Bruno Fernandes fit in the same team is the $1 million question here. Because Harry Kane is not like a Victor Osimhen. Harry Kane is not like a box striker, you know. It's not like he's a prime Gonzalo Higuain. Harry Kane anyway drops deep. Harry Kane will drop deep, try to collect the ball, try to get the ball, play his wingers in spaces, do all that type of stuff. So Harry Kane is the type of player that drops deep. Harry Kane is the type of player that, you know, wants to create space for his wingers. And that's actually the space that Harry Kane occupies, the space that Bruno Fernandes will now occupy. So I think this could work, but then you would have to change the way Harry Kane plays for it to be successful. Like you need to tell Harry Kane, stop dropping deep. You have to just stay up top. Don't drop deep. Now, the other news, the Casemiro one, I think this is obviously fantastic news for Manchester United. And this is where, you know, obviously we're going to be balanced with these conversations. Regarding Casemiro, I think it's a fantastic thing to get rid of Casemiro now. I think it is. Because one thing Ineos said when they first started their project, and this is something that, to be fair, we have to give them credit, is no more Galactico signings. Big up, Mugi. No more Galactico signings. That's what they said. They said no more Galactico signing, which is a good thing. This is a good thing. This is not a bad thing. This is a good thing. Because Man United over the last 10 years, I can make you a world XI of the players that they've signed. Di Maria, Falcao, Romelu Lukaku when he was actually good, Pogba, Matic, Juan Mata. Bro, I can make you an 11. I can make you an 11 of Galacticos that Man United signed that none of them were successful at Manchester United. I think Man United need to move away from the whole, oh, we're Man United, we're the biggest club in the world, and all this type of thinking. And they need to actually think objectively about the direction that they want to head in as an institution, as a football club. They need to objectively think of the direction that they're headed in, Man United. This is just the ultimate reality of the situation. Are they going to make smart transfer decisions? This is the thing that is going to be unlocked that we're going to find out. This is the thing that we are going to find out. Because what we cannot do is sit up here and go like, oh my God, Man United should sign the next big thing. Yeah, but they've been doing that for the last 10 years. You know who Man United need the likes of? Man United need the likes of Kefren Turam. Man United need the likes of Ait Nouri. Man United need the likes of Hinch Kape from Bayer Leverkusen. Bro, Man United need players who will come in there, fight for the badge, fight for Manchester United Football Club, put their heart and soul on the pitch, and actually play for footballing reasons, not for money, not to be a mercenary, not to get your money, and that's it. I saw, yesterday John was speaking about this. Certain people are mad at Bruno for being emotional. Bro, there ain't nothing wrong with an emotional player. It shows he cares. I would at least want a player who cares. So some people criticize Mo Salah for the same thing, like, oh, he complains and he moans. Yeah, he cares. He wants to win. Yeah, he wants to win. He cares. He ain't sat here trying to lose every single game. This is just the reality. And by the way, this is why Bruno Fernandes is linked to Bayern Munich, not one of the shit clubs. Because obviously there's qualities that attract the biggest club in Germany. Now with Casemiro, I think his time's done at the top level. I can accept that Casemiro was a wrong signing for Manchester United because they paid too much money for a guy that only performed for them for a year. I mean, this season, he literally only performed 1 year of good football. That's it. 1 year of good football, and then after that, he's going to be gone. So this is getting good money back for Casemiro. So this is another step in the right direction for Manchester United, but it's about building. It's about doing more and more and more and more right steps. Doing one right step and then taking 5 steps back, which links back to the Ten Hag conversation that we had earlier on, which is why I'm saying, if you're a Man United fan and you're sat there reading the names of Potter and Southgate, you get why, you wouldn't want him gone. Big up to Zir, who says, big up Hussam, Bruno is talented, but he would ruin our morale at Bayern. I would rather him our focus, I think he means, on getting a main DM, left back and centre back starting too. First of all, big up to Zir for the super chat. Obviously, he's a resident Bayern fan, so he's someone who has come in here and obviously always represented Bayern Munich in the chat. First of all, I need to ask you, Habibi. I need to ask you a question. What the hell is your club doing? Like, what are they doing? Vincent Kompany, Lokonga, Zinchenko, Bruno Fernandes. What kind of tactical team are you trying to build here? Because this ain't working, brother. This ain't working. I'm going to be honest with you. The way that you're moving in this transfer window, I wouldn't be shocked whatsoever if Leverkusen do back-to-back. I would not be shocked at all if Leverkusen do back-to-back this year. What the hell are you doing? Vincent Kompany. By the way, once again, this links back to the United stuff. This is why United fans are scared. They're like, Bayern Munich just got Vincent Kompany. Bayern Munich just got Vincent Kompany. Who the hell are we going to get? So, yeah. Anyway, we are going to be moving on to Enzo, Maresca, and Chelsea before we speak about Liverpool. Big up to all 550 people locked in. Thank you so much for joining us on another episode of Daily Transfer News. Guys, please do hit the like button. Every single one of you guys right now, hit the like button. We have you covered every single day with daily transfer news, with all information, with all transfers, just talking about every single thing that's happening at every single football club. Make sure you guys are slapping the like button. Make sure you guys are subscribing to This Is Football if you're ready to do so. There's no way we have 500 people in here. We're even on 200 likes yet. Hit the X button, hit the like button right here. Hit the like button right here. No, there is no panel. The panel is later on. So I'm going to do a solo stream in the morning and a panel show every night, inshallah. So that's the plan for the summer transfer window. So moving on, you get me. I want to get everyone's opinion in the chat. Enzo Maresca has been announced as Chelsea manager. Let's have it right. You get it. Enzo Maresca is officially the Chelsea manager. In the chat, we're going to do this typical This Is Football fashion. Make sure you're liking and subscribing. Typical This Is Football fashion. 2-word answers from every single one of you. Good deal, bad deal. Simple. I don't want your life stories. I don't want paragraph answers. I want a simple answer. Good deal, bad deal. That's it. That's all I want from you guys. If you think it's a good deal, tell me. If you think it's a bad deal, tell me. That's it. Very simple, yeah. Very simple. Good deal, bad deal. That's it. That's what I want to see in the chat. Bad deal, bad deal, bad deal, bad deal. I have a couple of good deals. Mash is saying good deal, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 is you just being a fraud. We're the North Bank. Bad deal is what John says. Lee says Enzo out. Good deal. Ass deal. Bad deal. Nawaf was a Chelsea fan as well. You see this right here? Will knows ball. See? You see, Harry? Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for supporting the channel. You thought you were going to catch me out with that super chat, but it didn't work. You know what's the difference between me and those Spurs guys, Harry? If you gave me a name I've never known, I will actually tell you I've never heard of the guy. Big up to Paul, who watches the channel. He messaged me yesterday. He's like, there's this Georgian goalkeeper that Chelsea want, and I want him at Liverpool and all this. All I said was, I've never heard of him. Bro, people think like you like lack knowledge if you just say that you don't know someone. So what, you don't know a player? No one watches every single league in the world. Big up to you though, Harry, my guy. I appreciate you. Here's the thing. You know, I've been accused by Gilno and others at you know, the other Chelsea fans. Oh my God, Hussam, you're so biased. Oh my God, Hussam, you're salty because we got Lavia. You're salty because we got Caicedo. Yeah, respectfully. At least, tell me I'm jealous of Man City. Tell me I'm jealous of Real Madrid. Tell me I'm jealous of like a club like this. Please don't tell me I'm jealous of Chelsea. Yeah, please don't tell me I'm jealous of Chelsea. You've been ran like absolute crap for the last 2 years. You finished in 6th place, which is your highest ever finish. Your highest ever finish. Your highest ever finish is 6th place. You've won nothing since Todd Bowley's become your owner. You've went through 6 managers. Your best player is a City Academy graduate, and I'm supposed to sit up here and go like, wow, I'm so jealous of Chelsea. Yeah, why would I be jealous of Chelsea? Yeah, have some shame. Yeah, have some shame. Why would I be jealous of Chelsea? Why? Think about this objectively, bro. Think about this objectively. Don't tell me I am jealous of Chelsea. There is nothing to be jealous of. I have been objective about Chelsea, and I've been objective about everything that's happened with Chelsea Football Club, and that's just the reality. Now, if you want me to tell you lies versus uncomfortable truth, that's a you problem. That's not a me problem. I'm here to say the truth. I'm here to say the truth and the truth only. And Chelsea fans, like my guy Elia, you know, even though he always supports the channel, they get triggered. They're like, directly FSG in. If I told any Chelsea fan last summer, I am going to give you Enzo Maresca, all of you would have collectively said, who? All of you would have collectively said, who? Enzo, who? Is Enzo Fernandes becoming the manager? That's what you all would have said. But instead, you all choose to be triggered. Guys, you have given a championship manager a 5-year contract. You have just given the Leicester City manager, who's unknown, who could work and could not work. I accept that. It's a possibility he works, and it's a possibility he sucks. Both things are possibilities. It's a chance this happens, and a chance the other thing happens. Let's accept that there's a possibility that Enzo absolutely sucks. You've given him a 5-year contract. 5-year contract. 5-year contract is what you've given him. 5-year contract. So let's assume for the sake of argument, that Enzo Maresca is playing good football but not getting results, and Chelsea are 12th by December. You want to sack him. 5-year contract. Listen, I told this to Lewis to his face. By December, he's going to be Enzo out. I promise you. You see all these Chelsea fans who are saying, oh, you're jealous, you're jealous, you're jealous. You're all going to be Enzo out by December anyway. So we'll see who's jealous then. 5 years, 2 years, no difference. Contracts have buyout clauses that none of us know, so stop talking about years on the contract. No, it does make a difference. I'll tell you the difference that it makes, Ilya. His wages. That's the difference. Meaning, let's assume, for the sake of argument, you sack Enzo Maresca next season, December. You have to pay him 4 years and a half worth of wages. Do you get the difference? So if you gave him a 2-year contract, you're like, show us what you can bring to Chelsea Football Club. Show me that you can be successful. Show me what you can cook at Chelsea. You give him a 2-year contract, you'd only have to pay 1 year worth of his wages. But if he sucks next year, you're going to have to pay 4.5 years worth of wages. By the way, BIG, I'm not ignoring your super chat. I'll get to it in the Liverpool section. You're going to have to pay 4.5 years worth of wages. 4.5 years. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. Yeah, but that's not the point, Adam. That's not the point. So if he signed a 2-year contract and you sacked him next season, you'd pay him 5 million. But he signed a 5-year contract. He signed a 5-year contract. If you sack him in December next year, you're going to have to give him 20+ million. That's the difference. That's the difference. So here's the thing with Enzo Maresca. Look, I think Chelsea fans need to accept that it's not just that their standards has changed or whatever. I'm not asking you to think like a Spurs fan. I'm not asking you to think like any other fan. But you objectively cannot think like a Chelsea fan thought for the last 20 years. You have to change the way you think. Because even if Enzo Maresca is going to succeed, Enzo Maresca is going to succeed in a 2-year period, in a 3-year period. Enzo Maresca will not win the league next season. Enzo Maresca will not win the league the year after. You get it? So Enzo Maresca, and I know Chelsea fans hate this word, but this is the reality. You sign Enzo Maresca, now it's a process. Now, officially, whether you like it or not, you're in a process. You have done the Arsenal. You have done everything that you have hated, you've just done. Whether you like it or not, this is now officially a process. Officially, this is a process. 100%. 100% this is a process. Which means Chelsea have to accept that the next year they won't be winning any trophies, and probably more than likely the year after you won't be winning any trophies. Now, when someone comes tell me, oh, we might win the Conference League, here's the thing now. There are rumors that from a financial perspective, Chelsea might not do Conference League. Chelsea might push Conference League to the side. Remember this. Because financially, it might not be solid option for them to compete in the Conference League. So do I think, obviously it depends on the draw in the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup, but do I think they're capable of, if they get drawn Etihad away, of capable of winning? The answer is no. Big up to my guy Jack, who says, big up everyone, like up the stream. Yeah, make sure you guys are running the likes up. I don't know how many likes we're on, but there's 580 people in here. Let's get to 200 likes, 300 likes, 400 likes. Keep hitting the like button. My guy Jack, always supporting the channel. That is not true. Chelsea 100% put in a buyout clause in the contract. I deal with contracts every day. You are waffling, Hussam, about the contract. You do not know the terms of the contract. I mean, everyone knows the terms of the contract, Ilya. It's a 6-year. It's a 5+1. Everyone knows the terms of the contract. It's been announced publicly. I think Fabrizio said it. It's 5+1. Now, when you talk about buyout clauses, That could be a possibility. I stand corrected. You could be right there. However, if the buyout clause does not exist that you're talking about, then they do have to pay his wages for 5 years. That's the thing as well. So if they have put a buyout clause in, fair enough. Fair enough. If they've put out a buyout clause, then I stand corrected and you're right. But if they haven't put in a buyout clause in, then they have to pay 5 years worth of wages. They have to pay 5 years worth of wages. Remember this. This is the thing, Ilya. They have to pay 5 years worth of wages. So yeah, you have to keep that in mind. So if they do have a buyout clause in it or whatever, then fair enough. If not, then it's gonna be the whole wages thing. But I appreciate you, Ilya. You know, fair enough. That's a good challenge, by the way. That's a good challenge. I like when people challenge my opinions. Even this Villa got knocked out of the Conference League is what Jack House says. I think the biggest difference in this year's Conference League and even in the Europa League is that no team is dropping. Like UCL to Europa League is not happening, and Europa League to Conference is not happening. Let's keep that in mind. And on top of that, I think the whole structure of the competition changes. Now it's basically 1 through 8, and then it's a playoff, and it's all that type of stuff. So they've completely changed the way it operates. So listen, Chelsea, of course, have a chance of winning the Conference League. It's whether they want to compete in it, number one, and number two, whether they are going to take it seriously. So, yeah. Big up to Ray Ray, who says, people say that City are the most plastic and soulless club. It's actually Chelsea by far. There's nothing special and nothing to respect about them. I'm going to be honest with you, Ray Ray. I'm going to defend Chelsea here. You cannot say Chelsea are soulless ahead of Manchester City at all. At all. Manchester City are the real soulless club. They do the Poznan celebration. Their stadium is called the Etihad. They're not even the biggest club in their own city. Everything they've imported from Barcelona. It could have been anyone else because they won the jackpot 15 years ago. So I don't think it's the same. It's completely not the same. 100% Chelsea over City. Chelsea are a much, like, Chelsea obviously, listen, Chelsea are not soulless. City are soulless. Chelsea have a soul, you know? Soul, but sometimes no brains. And you know, Ilya, I'm gonna call you out on something. I've watched your comments in the Carefree Lewis chat and in other chats where you were just talking about Chelsea in general. Let me ask you a question, and ask this to the Liverpool fans as well, who never brought up Slot's name. You all wanted Poch out, okay? You all wanted Poch out, no problem. Why did none of you ever say, I want Enzo Maresca to manage Chelsea? That's a genuine question to all of you in the chat. Any Chelsea fan who was Poch out in the chat, why did none of you bring up Maresca's name? Like 2 months ago, I saw Elia make comments. I saw Chelsea fans make comments. I saw people speak in the same chat, the same people who were Poch out. They wanted the likes of Thomas Tuchel. They wanted the likes of Hansi Flick. They wanted the likes of even De Zerbi. This is the reality. None of you said, I want Maresca. I've never seen Ilya in a chat tell me, tell Carefree Lewis, yo, I want Maresca, Lewis. I've never seen you say that. I've never seen anyone say that. I don't get why you guys are completely objectively changing your energy. I don't get it. Your energy has shifted. Your energy has changed and your energy has shifted. None of you said like, yo, bring me Enzo Maresca to Stamford Bridge. I've never heard any of you guys say that. I really have never heard any of you say that. No, you did bring up coaches, Ilya. I saw you in the comment section. Don't lie. You fraud. Don't lie. You said you wanted Hansi Flick, I believe, was your first choice. You wanted Hansi Flick. And other people in the chat who are Chelsea fans, I've seen your names. You either wanted Tuchel, you either wanted Flick, you either wanted Roberto De Zerbi. You know? None of you ever brought up the name Maresca. And I remember as well, by the way, when Poch was sacked. Remember in the first video where Lewis was busy celebrating and shit? Remember that first video? Remember the video where Lewis was celebrating? Remember that video? You know, here are the chat out. Here are the chat out where it said it ended. His chat ended with Maresca and McKenna. He read that super chat. I still remember that stream. Someone will tell me. I remember it happened. Lewis was reading a comment, and it was like, I think it was like Hansi Flick, Thomas Tuchel, Miguel Sanchez, Maresca and McKenna. You know what's Lewis's first reaction? Bun the last two. Wallahi, he said that. I still remember till this second. He literally said verbatim, bun the last two. Verbatim, he said, bun the last two. 100% he said, bun the last two. I heard it with my own ears. Ilya, you heard that as well. Don't lie. Don't lie. I know you heard that. Ilya. Don't lie. He said that. I need to find the moment where he actually says it. I need to actually find the moment where he says it. But he fully says, like when he was reading out the names, he was like, Maresca, McKenna, bun the last two. That's what he said. Now, here's the thing. Okay, 1 second. Let's just go to Ilya here because he's bringing up a response. Ilya's saying he never said he wanted Hansi Flick. Ilya? Okay, Ilya. Ilya, write a regular comment in the chat right now. I'll bring it up for you. Who did you want to replace Poch? Give me, be honest. Be honest. Any three names. Write me the three names that you were like, you know what, get Poch out and get me these three managers. Be for real. Be completely honest. Because you said that you basically did not want anyone, but you wanted Poch out. Who are the three names that you, if you were in charge of Chelsea, you would have gotten? Because it's the same thing. You need to understand. I make the same challenge towards Liverpool fan. Okay, if you said anything, it was for Roberto Di Zerbi. Okay, so now the question, once again. But here's the thing, Ilya, you're missing my point. I said earlier on, some Chelsea fans wanted Hansi Flick. Some Chelsea fans wanted Di Zerbi. Some Chelsea fans wanted Thomas Tuchel. So if you wanted Poch gone, you wanted these three in. Now you've gotten Maresca. Why do you change your energy? I'll give you, Ilya, by the way. I'm using my club as an example. I wanted Xabi Alonso. I wanted Amarim. Hell, I even wanted Jose Mourinho. I didn't change my energy when we got Slot. I was not like, oh my God, we got Slot, I'm so happy. I never said that shit. I never said that. Why do you guys change your energy so quickly? Why is it like, oh, Maresca's announced now he's the best thing since sliced bread? How many managers in the English Premier League are better than Enzo Maresca? Current active managers in the Premier League. How many are better and have better CVs than Enzo Maresca? Tell me right now. Tell me right now. Pep Guardiola, better manager. Arne Slot, I'm not his biggest fan, but he won the league with Feyenoord. Better manager. Mikel Arteta, better manager. Ange Postecoglou, better manager. Unai Emery, better manager. You want to keep going? You want to keep going down? You want to keep going down? Di Zerbi, what makes Enzo Maresca better than Di Zerbi? Vincent Kompany before he went to Bayern. Vincent Kompany was the Burnley manager. He slapped the shit out of the championship. Why didn't you get Vincent Kompany? Why didn't you keep Vincent Kompany? Tell me. Gary O'Neill. Iraola. Chelsea Football Club's soul was destroyed as soon as Todd Bowley and Iqbali took over Chelsea Football Club. As soon as the consortium took over Chelsea Football Club, everything Chelsea is about has been destroyed. Everything Chelsea is about has been destroyed verbatim. It's the reality. It's the reality. Roman Abramovich, Mourinho, Ancelotti, Rafael Benitez, Thomas Tuchel, Antonio Conte, Essien, Lampard, Drogba, the best of the best. Whether you like it or not, the consortium has made you now. The consortium now has made you what? Arsenal 2.0. I'm going to be completely honest. The consortium has genuinely made you Arsenal 2.0. He's a Pep disciple. He's on a long-term contract. All you care about is style and all that type of shit. Think about this. Think about this logically. Everything that you grew up watching with Chelsea Football Club is now down the drain. Now it's down the drain. Johnny Minerals, even though he does too much sometimes, he makes valid points. Johnny Minerals makes valid points. Chelsea's soul was sucked out by these owners. 100%. Chelsea's soul was sucked out by these owners. And on top of that, Pochettino, if they really thought that footballing reasons is the reason why, they got rid of Pochettino, why did they not sack Poch when they were 12th? Why did Bowley and Iqbali not sack Pochettino when he was in 12th place? Why did they wait till the end of the season? Pochettino wanted to control some of the transfers. He wanted to make a few transfer decisions. He wanted to have a massive say in the transfers. Iqbali and Bowley said no because they want to continue the youth project. And this is where I will call out the delusion of the Chelsea fans. Your owner is telling you, we have a youth project. Your signings are the signings of a youth project. Your manager is the manager of a youth project. But then I speak to a Chelsea fan and he tells me the expectations for next season is top 4 and a trophy. Bro, what world do you live in? Look at what the club is telling you. Forget what Hussam tells you. Forget what Hussam tells you. Look at what your own club is telling you. Everyone in the chat, objectively, who's a better manager, Poch or Enzo Maresca? Objectively, regardless of your opinion, whether you were Poch out or Poch in, just be honest. One word answer in the chat. One word answer in the chat. No life stories. You guys know how we do it on This Is Football. Objectively speaking. Who's the better manager, Pochettino or Enzo Maresca? Be for real, bro. Be for real. No, you're not muted, Zubair. I'm just ignoring you because you're a dumbass. So look how many Poches are in the chat. There are so many people writing Poch right now in the chat that are even Poch who were Poch out last season. There are people who were Poch out last season who are also writing Poch's name now. So factually, objectively speaking, there's no such thing as we don't know, Carefree Lewis. That's just a waffle answer. We don't know. I'm not asking about what Enzo's doing at Chelsea. I'm talking about right now. Who's a better manager right now? Right now, the better manager is Pochettino. You get me? Fuck your agenda. Factually, objectively, right now, the best manager is better. Who's better, Pochettino or Enzo? Pochettino is better. That's it. Not everything needs a sit on the fence answer from you, Lewis. Oh, we have to wait and see what he does at Chelsea. No, I don't. I have an opinion now. I don't give a fuck if I'm talking about right now. Right now, who's a better manager? Objectively, Chelsea have downgraded. Objectively, Chelsea have downgraded. Just like if Chelsea went and got Hansi Flick, objectively, they would have upgraded on Pochettino. This is the thing. Objectively, they would have upgraded on Pochettino. This is just the reality. So they didn't upgrade on Pochettino. They're signing youth players. That's why yesterday, people think I have a Chelsea agenda. Yesterday, I spent 15 minutes of my stream just straight up praising Chelsea. Why? Why did I praise Chelsea yesterday? Because they signed Tosin Adebayo. Did I not praise Chelsea when they signed Tosin Adebayo? Yesterday, I spent 15 minutes of my stream giving straight up Chelsea praise. Abdi Has, vouch in the chat right now. Did I not praise Chelsea the whole stream yesterday for signing Tosin Adebayo? Because he's an experienced player, because he has Premier League experience. You've signed one a free, so it's smart business. I will give you praise when praise is worth. I will 100% give Chelsea praise. 100%. Carefree Lewis will wait for Enzo Maresca to manage Chelsea before he makes his opinion up, when I'm not even talking about him as a Chelsea manager. I'm talking about him as a manager in general. Poch is a better manager than Enzo Maresca right now, factually, objectively, facts. So you've downgraded. You're signing youth project players, yet Lewis is telling me, I want to get top 4 and win a trophy. Yeah, that's not going to happen, pal. That's not going to happen. That is not going to happen. That's not going to happen. Simple as. It's not going to happen. I think, look, I'm going to be objective. There's a possibility that Chelsea win the Conference League next season 100%. But go back to what I said. The only thing I'll say is maybe Chelsea will not compete in it because it's not financially viable for them. You guys remember what Juventus did last season when they were like, no, we're not going to compete in this. Remember what Juventus done? They were like, fuck the Conference League. We're not competing in it. Khalas, you can hold that Conference League. That's what happened. Chelsea might do that because it actually costs you more to compete in the Conference League than it does like the rewards. I think Lewis said it on the last stream. Apparently, like it's like 3 million if you win the whole thing or something. 3 million euros even, or 5 million euros. So yeah, that's the thing. So that's the thing. So I think the prize money or the money in the Conference League in itself is not it's not worth it. So I don't think it's financially smart for you to compete in the Conference League. But we'll see. But we'll see if we do compete, if they do compete in the Champions League or not. I think that will be in the Champions League. You wish in the Conference League or not. We'll see. But you know, Raul, Chelsea have hired Cesaro as their manager, and I've got Lewis and Chelsea fans on the chat inhaling all the copium. No problem. I'll have the biggest fuck you to every single one of you in December when you're all Enzo out. All of you. In December, I'll come back. Ilya, I want $100 super chat apologies. Apologies. Sorry, Hussam, you were right. I should have listened. My vindication doesn't come now. My vindication comes next season. My biggest fuck you to all the Chelsea fans comes next season because they didn't listen. They don't understand. It's not me. It's what your club's doing. Listen to your club. Forget me. Your club, signing kids, signing youth projects, signing a youth project manager, giving him 5 years. Bro, they're literally going down the Arsenal route and it's so fucking obvious. It's so obvious. 100% it's so obvious. This is the thing. It's actually so... Forget what I'm saying. Look at what your club's doing. They're not doing a win now project. So they're changing the way that you operate and you have to just live with it. There's a possibility Enzo Maresca does well. There's a possibility Enzo Maresca, quote-unquote, cooks with his team. But it's more than likely he doesn't cook. And then we will see what happens then. Anyway, let me read the super chats before we get to the Liverpool section. BIG. I'm going to read this out in the Liverpool section now. Stick around. Big up to Adrian who says, doesn't buyout clause only works if another club wants to come in and trigger it to sign up the manager? Don't think it applies to sacking a manager. That's what I was thinking as well. But Ilya apparently works on contract, so I'll take his word for it. Maybe there's a buyout clause like to just buy him out of his own contract. However, if the buyout clause is not in place and they do decide to sack Enzo Maresca next season, then they are going to have to pay 5 years worth of wages. So I'll take Ilya's word for it. Listen, I'll trust him if he says he works on contract. Fair enough. You know, that could be something that, you know, something that happens. Big up to Husam's fan. I'll read your super chat now when we get to the Liverpool section. The days of big managers are behind us, Husam. It's a new world order. Look at who you got. Look at the Man United list. Jose's in Turkey. Sergey, I accept that. I understand where you're coming from. But do you understand where your own club is coming from? Do you understand where your own club is coming from? Do you get it, Sergey? That's why what I've been saying over the last 5-10 minutes. Forget what Hussam says. Look at even what your club is doing and make an objective analysis. Look at your club. Your club is getting a project manager, signing project players, and you're here talking about trophies and top 4. That ain't going to happen. So you have to accept now that you are in a phase and that you are in a project. And you have to take it from there. Big up to you though, Sergey. Thanks so much for the super chat. First time I ever see your name as well, so big up. I'm going to talk about Amarim in a second. Big up to you, Jack, because I actually found out a lot. Liverpool section, we're going to spill the tea on what's happening at our football club. It doesn't matter who you want, to be honest. You get what you get. No, I understand what you're saying, Todor. All I'm asking is for the Chelsea fans to keep the same energy. Carefree Lewis himself on his stream, when the first video he made, Maresca and McKenna, he said, ban the last 2 names. You end up signing Maresca. Now, he's going to go so over the top just because he wanted Poch gone. He's going to act like Maresca's this fantastic manager. If I told you last season, I'm going to make Maresca the Chelsea manager, all of you would have been like, who the hell is Maresca? Keep the same energy. Big up to Ryan who says, Chelsea are a bigger club, but there's nothing about them. There's no soul in that club. Proper plastic club. There'll be at least 30,000 loyal City fans. I cannot believe your argument is you're arguing that City have a soul. How are you arguing that Manchester City have a soul? Their celebration is stolen. The name of their stadium is after an airline. They took everything from Barcelona and they won the jackpot 15 years ago. What is the soul that exists at Manchester City? Fraud. No one knows he has not managed in the Premier League. And then he says, I'm not saying Maresca is a good coach, but this is such a shameless argument without watching a single game coach. First of all, I watched Maresca against my own club in the Carabao Cup. Bro, everyone has watched Chelsea. Ilya, everyone has watched Leicester. Everyone has watched Leicester. Leicester are a club that are on TV. Like, people have seen Leicester play. People have seen Leicester operate in the Championship. So we cannot act like, oh my God, Championship football wasn't available for anyone. Bro, we've seen it. We've seen it. As a CV, as a manager, obviously Pochettino is a better manager than Maresca. It's not an insult to you. It's the reality. You did downgrade. It's like you telling me Slot is the downgrade on Klopp and me going like, how do you know he hasn't managed the Liverpool game yet? What if he wins the quadruple next season? Yeah, but that's not the point. That's not the point. That's not the point. We're talking about right now. Stop with the who is better. Enzo has not even coached in the Premier League. This is no shameless. But once again, you're missing the point. Just like your daddy Lewis. You both are missing the point. The point is not whether he is a better Chelsea manager or not. The point is who's a better manager now. Slot hasn't managed the Liverpool game yet. But Klopp is a better manager than Slot, factually. Same thing with Enzo. It has nothing to do with who's a better Chelsea manager because we ain't seen that shit yet. I'm talking about who's a better manager now. This very second, who's a better manager? Poch. Done. Thank you for the super chat, Ilya. And he's back again. He says, I'll donate $500 if Liverpool finish above Chelsea next season. If Chelsea finish above Liverpool, you donate $500 to Lewis. Time to put your money where your mouth is. Ilya, you should know this because I think Ilya is a Persian name. First of all, thank you for the super chats. Thank you for supporting the channel. I appreciate that you know that despite our disagreements. You should know this, Ilya, because I think you're Persian. I cannot make bets. So you know I cannot make two-sided bets where I put my money on the table. That's why I told you, if you personally, or if Carefree Lewis is Maresca out by December, just send me $100 super chat. Hussam, you were right. I apologize. That's it. I cannot bet. I cannot bet. If I could, I would, because that'd be the easiest $500 I'd make in my life. I'd make in my life if Chelsea finish, because Chelsea ain't finishing above Liverpool. Chelsea is not finishing above Liverpool, brother. They aren't. Please have some shame, have some self-awareness. They're not finishing above Liverpool. I don't know what makes you think about like that they're going to finish above Liverpool. Based on what? That's such a crazy, wild take, bro. I appreciate the super chats and the love, though. But yeah, Poch earns 20 million for 2 years. Enzo 24 in 5 study money. No, but I've already brought that up. HM. I've already spoken on that. I have already spoken on that. Like, I genuinely have spoken on that, and I've already addressed it. My guy HM. I've said it's for smaller wages, you know. But at the end of the day, the guy is, you know, on a 5-year contract, so you have to pay it out unless there's a clause, which I trust Ilya if he says there's a clause. Big up to Phineas who says no shit. Poch is a better coach. Doesn't mean fit. But once again, Phineas, the first part is the argument, because Lewis and Ilya missed that point. No shit, Poch is a better coach. Yeah, but there is shit, because they don't agree. They're saying wait for him to manage first. I'm talking about right now. Who's better? Fit. Chelsea fans don't give a fuck about 4-3-3 possession, pass left, pass right football. So how's it a better fit even? For that bet, I will gladly take it. What do you mean, Andrew? I'm gonna need you to expand on that one right there. What do you mean for that bet? Gladly take it. I need to understand. I need to understand. What do you mean? You're making the bet with Ilya? That's a you thing. That's not a me thing. You're saying you would do it with Ilya. Yeah, that's a you thing. That ain't a me thing. I cannot take two-sided bets. I cannot take two-sided bets. Now, Liverpool sections. I'm going to get to the super chats about Liverpool. Big up to all 620 people locked in. Make sure you guys are tapping the like button. Make sure you guys are subscribing to This Is Football if you're yet to do so. Please like the video. Please subscribe to This Is Football if you're yet to do so. We are going to be talking Liverpool. Let's get to 300 likes. There's 640 people watching us. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Big up all super chatters. We'll give you guys a massive shout out at the end. So yeah. But XZ, you're making my point for me. What did I tell Chelsea fans? Be careful. There will be a process. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, let me read these Liverpool super chats. Hey Hussam, thoughts on Kefren Turam to LFC? I hope it happens. I think it'll be a smart transfer, specifically given for 13 million, I think, or whatever his quote price is. I have a feeling we will sign only 2 players, as Hussam's fan says. Your feeling is wrong. Your feeling is wrong. And I'm going to tell you exactly what's going to happen at Liverpool this summer. Stick around. We're going to spill the tea. We're going to spill the tea. That's my point, Phineas. That's my point. He hasn't done shit to be better than Poch, so calm down. Bro, Amorim is asking for 2 Bugattis and a Ferrari in his contract or something. Why is literally no club interested in signing him? It's actually crazy. Are you guys ready for the Hussam tea? Because I had a phone call 2 days ago and I found out everything about my football club. I'm going to let y'all know in a second. So, yeah, stick around. It's worth it. Trust me. Like, subscribe. Okay, so Andrew has sent in a...
I meant for that bet that because you can't make bets, I'll gladly take whatever the winnings are from that bet, so you don't get.
There you are. He's going to take the winnings. So are you going to take the losses then? If you're going to take the losses, then you can hold that respectfully. I'm going to tell you exactly what happened with Amorim just now, Jack. Watch this space. Kudus is Salah's future replacement. Much love. Why do we always do this? Why do we always do this? Kudus is Salah's future replacement. Why don't we get them to play together? How about can we be best friends on the pitch? 3 proper players plus 1-2 squad pieces. No to Summerville is what City says. Liverpool fans, are you ready? I'll only tell you the news when we get to 300 likes. Because we were 10 likes away from 300 and it's bugging me. We have to get 300 likes and I'll spill the tea right now. If we get 300 likes, I'll tell you why Amorim didn't join Chelsea. I'll tell you why Amorim didn't join Liverpool. I'll tell you exactly the truth about Amorim. Right here, right now. I found it out 2 days ago. I'll tell you exactly who Liverpool are looking at this summer. And I'll tell you whether there's truth in the Summerville links or not. We're 10 likes away from 300. We get to 300, I'll spill the tea. Now, Amorim. Why didn't Chelsea get Amorim? Why didn't Liverpool get Amorim? I'll tell you exactly why. You know why? Amorim wanted transfer decisions to be made by him. Amorim wanted to be on the board. See, this is the type of stuff that people will not tell you unless the people who really know. You know what Amorim wanted? Amorim wanted to be on the board of the decision makers, making transfer decisions and making basically transfer decisions in the market. So Amorim wanted to come to Liverpool, wanted to come to Chelsea, tell Todd Bowley, tell Iqbali, tell John W. Henry, tell Michael Edwards, I want this player, go get him. Which is what ruined Liverpool Football Club to begin with. So actually, big up Michael Edwards for telling Amorim no. I don't care if he's a good manager. Big up Michael Edwards. Big up. What's ruined Liverpool over the last 2 years anyway is the fact that we allowed the manager and his side piece, Pep Linders, to make transfer decisions. Had we trusted Michael Edwards, had we trusted the proper decision makers at Liverpool Football Club, we wouldn't have been in this position to begin with. We wouldn't have been in this position to begin with. So Amorim, Jack, did not want a Bugatti, did not want a Ferrari, did not want a Koenigsegg or a McLaren. He just wanted to make decisions. He wanted to make transfer decisions. You know what Chelsea and Liverpool told him? Hold that. That's what both of us told him. Both of us told him hold that. So that's Amorim. Second of all, every day I open the news is linking Liverpool to a new player. Summerville, this guy, that guy, blah, 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 blah. You want to hear the truth? Here, watch this. Watch this space. Liverpool have made 0 transfer decisions. Liverpool have not made a single transfer decision yet. Zilch, 0, صفر, nada, nothing. No decision has been yet. Does everyone get this? Please don't think that anyone has made any decision. No one has made a single decision, and anyone who tells you we are close to sign player X or player Y is a liar. Is a liar. The reason is They're simply waiting for Arne Slot to come in before they start talking collectively as a unit, because they want to work together and bring back the success of Liverpool, which was built on all the decisions together. Now, there's only one player that I found out, and by the way, you know that I don't lie. People who watched me last season, they know Hussam never lied about a single thing. Hussam told you the truth from day one, did not lie, did not make up shit, and you guys know. If I pretended to be an ITK, I'd be on 35k subscribers, I'd be on 40k, 45k subscribers. I tell you the reality only about the situation. Here's the thing. There's only one player that Liverpool actively all like. There's only one player that everyone at Liverpool likes. One player and one player only. Guess him. Guess. Because yesterday I dropped a hint. People who watch me know that hints is the real thing on This Is Football. I dropped a hint yesterday. That's the only guy we all like. Everyone at Liverpool likes this guy. If you know, you know. Other than that, I cannot say anything. Can we, as Liverpool fans, understand that we aren't a selling club anymore? I was so angry seeing Madrid lift another Champions League trophy. I want success now. The same people that tell me, trust Edwards and trust the club and all this, will accept us signing Summerville. Me trusting Edwards, me trusting Klopp, me trusting them, me trusting, Liverpool Football Club does not mean that I am going to sit up here and smile and dance if we sign bloody Summerville, bro. I am not going to be happy if we sign Summerville. I am not going to be happy if we sign Summerville at all. Bro, Summerville, most of his goals are scored against like the shit teams and shit. Has anyone actually done their research? Has anyone actually done their research on this? Have any of you done the research, or are you guys here just waffling based on what someone else told you? Huh? Have you done your research? Watch. They won't until the Euros end. If you want me to be honest, I think we might get one, possibly before the Euros, maybe one player in, but then the rest will probably be on after the Euros. Now, for the people who didn't understand the hint, I will play you the hint, and you have to know who the player is. Atalanta! Vamos! I said from 2 hours ago, from when I went live, give me Atalanta. Guess who got Atalanta? Whoop, whoop. That's the only player that everyone in the club collectively likes. It's not a done deal. We haven't even spoken to the guy yet. I'm just telling you who the club likes, but no move has been made. Don't come here and, oh my God, Hussam, you told me we were going to get Ederson. No. I didn't tell you shit. That's the only guy I'm telling you right now we all like. Other than that, it's basically we haven't done shit yet. No, honest answer, we haven't done shit yet. Oh, and one more thing on Liverpool. Diaz wants to leave this summer. So it's not even a thing of like we want to sell him. It's basically Diaz wants to leave this summer. So I think Diaz is probably, we've probably seen the last of Diaz. So Diaz is gone, basically. So yeah, Diaz is probably going to be leaving. So that's the thing that I would say. Anyway, guys, I'm going to be going on back again. Big up to Ed, big up to Bossy, big up to Amir, Andrew, Hani, BIG, Ilya, Jack, Katsande, Sidi, Andrew, John, the other Andrew, Finihas, HM, Adrian, Sergey, Hussam's fan, and Ryan for the super chats. Big up to every single one of you guys. Make sure you guys are slapping the like button. Make sure you guys are subscribing to This Is Football if you're yet to do so. It's not that we want to sell him. That's the sad part. It's the fact that he wants to leave. So inshallah, I hope he gets his wish and he fucks off. Please do not mention Atalanta to me. It still hurts. You know what still hurts? The fact that we didn't buy a DM. That's what still hurts. You know what still hurts? The fact that bozo with the ponytail is probably going to stay. I think we are going to do a madness big transfer, to be honest. By the way, you're 100% right. Earlier on, City was like 2 players or so. I think we're going to sign a lot of players, more than you think. More than you believe, more than you think. Anyway, don't go anywhere because I'm going to be going on back again. Thank you, single super chatter. Please do like the video. Do subscribe to This Is Football before you're headed out. Tonight at 11 p.m. UK time, inshallah, there's A-listers. And I'll see you guys on the other side. Toodles.